Hi. I want to take a few minutes out of our Friday to share a quick thing about positive practices because it's so easy to get caught up in everything we want to fix, want to change about ourselves, right? About our families, about our work, about our houses, about everything. And of course, that's important. There are real things, in our personal lives, in our families, in our houses, in the world that we need to change. And how are we going to have the capacity to change them if we aren't also loving ourselves and loving our families and loving our worlds and loving the beauty all around us? And so I've been working myself with cultivating positive attention to what I love. And there have been a few ways I'm doing it. One quick one is I often encourage people to pick something that will remind you to be mindful. Sound of a bell, a traffic light when you're driving, and each time it happens to come to awareness. Well, so instead of just coming to awareness, if you're doing that, notice some beauty. So maybe every single time you stop at a traffic light, notice some part of your experience that gives you joy. In a more connected way, you can take the same practice and bring it into relationships. So if say you're having trouble with one of your kids, maybe every time you see them, you've been tempted to tell them to do something, or to tell them they haven't done something that they should have. And instead, what if you try this week the practice of every single time you see them, saying something positive, something real. Oh, I loved, I could hear you playing piano. It sounded beautiful. What a great, whatever, maybe they picked some tomatoes out of the garden. You could say, wow, thanks. These are so wonderful. I really appreciate you going to get them. Maybe it's a hug or a drawing, whatever it is, just a small moment of appreciation. And, with your kids, with anybody, people don't even have to know you're doing it. You can just make it a point to specifically notice something positive when you enter into a connection with a person, out loud or just to yourself. And then the third level is to do it in the world. So even though we're in a world that has a lot of challenging stuff going on, we can still notice things that are beautiful. We can still notice things that bring us joy and, that fill our hearts. And that's so important because we can't be in deep service to this world without loving the world. And so maybe just as you're walking, noticing the beauty of the trees or the flowers, just noticing the birds or the cicadas, when you're in bed at night and you can hear noises. Little things that you enjoy with your senses. Taking the time to actually intentionally appreciate them a little bit, many times a day, it can really change our experience. So I would love to invite you to share that with me and let me know how it goes. And enjoy. Thanks.